Shalom and greetings to you all. Well, did y'all have a ghoulishly good time for Halloween? Did you have lots of kids coming by? You know, it's now just about the second most popular holiday of all. Between Halloween and the Mexican fascination with their 2-day holiday of the Day of the Dead, spooky has become the segue to Christmas. Now, I like easy spooky. Like from the spooky song that had nothing to do with spooky. In the cool of things getting kind of I call you up and ask you if you'd like to go with me. First you say no, you've got some plans for the night, and then you stop and say, alright, love is kind of crazy with the spooky little girl like you. Now, of course, the Dusty Springfield version changed it to the girl being asked out. Such was how it was back then. Now, what has become really spooky and terrifying is the blind eye to terror holding decency hostage. It's not just in Israel. It's not just in the Middle East. It's here. It's now. Recently in Oakland, the once great San Francisco Bay at a coffee shop frequented by regular customers, one of them was asked to leave because his hat had a Star of David on it, and it was referred to as being a violent hat. Now, the hat itself could never be violent, but it could trigger feelings in an individual. And just as it could trigger anger, hatred, and violence in a Jew-hating person, it could instill pride in another. I'm getting tired of people giving life to objects that aren't alive, but simply give them an excuse to be stupid, belligerent, hateful individuals. Across the country, on the other coast in New York, a Jewish customer trying to enjoy breakfast with his young son inside a kosher cafe was berated by someone describing Jewish people as evil and claiming Hitler, the real one, was onto something. These are both reports. I wasn't there at either instance, and I don't like to speculate about things I haven't experienced or seen. But these type of events are too frequently being reported and can only lead to greater violence. Now, one of the greatest lessons we learned in our sojourn through the Torah was the power of forgiveness. Forgiveness, my friends, it's a part of love. Who do you need to forgive? Often being judgmental can stand in the way of forgiveness, as can fear of vulnerability. If you ever find either of those within you, allow the infinite presence to bestow forgiveness in your heart. Now, the Talmud teaches us that before we are born, regardless of our faith, every human being is guided by an angel to learn the secret of a meaningful life. And I've always believed that babies were the closest to knowing perfection, but forget it instantly. It's moments before we are born, the angel taps us underneath our noses. We forget everything we've learned. And this is the source of the indentation underneath our noses. Now, one of the things you forgot was how to forgive. If nothing else, work to get that back in your life. And you know, you feel it when we gather together as a community, as we come together to celebrate common belief and faith, because we are a collective consciousness of seekers showing faith, any and all faith, because we accept everything. Love and all love, because we accept all love. We are a fellowship of true chavura. As we express our nature of kindness, compassion, thoughts, feelings, hopes, dreams, and wishes, it unites us all in this community, house of spirit, Beth Ruach. As we share, we bring light, we keep fear at bay, and even though we're together, we are always individual in our approach, each connecting in his or her or their own way. So once again, go ahead and invite everybody you know, physically, digitally, psychically, emotionally, spiritually, to gather and share from Psalm 133, the Hine Matov, come together. Hine Matov, support each other in this community. Let's all spread love, goodwill, and fellowship to the world. Remember, friends, this is you setting aside just a little bit of sacred time in your sacred space so that you can honor and converse with whoever, whatever you happen to believe in, because we all believe in something. It's part of your kavanah, your intention that you put out to the universe. It's your goodwill. Goodwill and intention are the roots of what you control, of what you can correct. It is your intention that sets in motion everything that occurs in your life, my friends. Let's take some time now. Let's use that intention. Let's send some of that goodwill, some light, some healing out to every hero that needs it. Healing and renewal for everyone. Float through space, finding those in need. So send it out for those you know and for the souls and spirits of everybody you love. So think of whoever that needs healing and renewal and love, or just plain goodwill. Focus on them. Call their names. That's not just for people. It's for our pets. It's for the earth. It is the healing of the world. The tikkun olam that is part of our spiritual genetic makeup. Now, part of the healing of the world is when we send thoughts and energy out for health and renewal and goodwill for everybody. They don't have to be sick. It's for those in our hearts and our minds. But it is the prayer often said for those who are sick. But let's all send energy now for the people in need everywhere. Special thoughts and prayers always for those in need of assistance. We pray for those who need prayer. We don't have to know them. We want health, recovery, good life for everybody around us. And let's continue to send healing energy for the hostages still in prison, still languishing in the pit of despair, for those closer to us, those that we know. For dear Becky, for clever Callie, for Leora and Miriam. Poor Bill. For Shane and Amin and AJ. For Gabby, Jessica, Trevor. For the 2-7 elf, the builder, and Luke. For Carson and Sabrina and Dave. Maria, Paul, PJ and the family. For Marla, Lucy and Gloria and Inura. For Alana. For Fern and Johnny and Ken. For Kathy. For Carla. For Mina. For Charles. For John and Maria. For Doria. Connie and Ronnie, for Maya, Tally, Danny, Nina, for all those suffering and in need, and let's not forget to include all the familiars of our lives, all our sacred animal friends everywhere, for everybody you know in need, for the whole world, and for the bee. Friends, it is the kindness, the healing wishes, goodwill, and love we all send out. It just circles the world finding those in need, so thank you, each of you, for all you do, for all you care, because the world is a world of spirit, and spirit, my friends, never dies. Shabbat. Avotenu. Makor Chad. Limotenu. May the source of strength bless the ones for us. Help us find the courage. Make our lives blessed. The renewal. The renewal. Let us sing. Amen. Misha Baruch. Let us all have our spirits renewed, because this is the great prayer for healing. Call upon God to heal as He's healed before. Mishaberach, may He who blessed, because all healing, my friends, is a blessing. So let's all send and receive healing and renewal energy in our efforts to love, to share, to care, to grow. And this week we finish what I like to refer to as the Cosmic Bible. So it takes a turn towards the story of a family that leads to the creation of the nation of Israel. But that's another story. This is a special week for me, because this is the week that calls for the blessings of the animals, the great unconditional friends in all of our lives, as we read Noah, the man who saved the animals for us all. Now, it's a reading that begins with strange giant creatures and the wickedness of man, and the reminder of God's regret of creating them. The fact that there's always evil in his heart. You have to wonder. Moves on to the Great Flood. Now, the Great Flood is one of the only stories told in every corner of the world. God's promise and covenant with Noah that we see whenever it rains. Then we see vineyards planted. we see drunken orgies take place. And it ends with the dispersion of man and the origin of languages at the Tower of Babel, with its haunting reminder of the first part of creation, when a group of gods are saying, "Let us." And here we are once again, Genesis 11:7. Let us go down and babble their language, so that one won't understand another's language. Now Noah has it all, including the change of man from being an herbivore to being an omnivore. And rarely discussed are the 7 Noahide laws, the Sheva Mitzvot B'nai Noach. These are lessons in universal morality. They're a blueprint for how to live life, and they stayed as such until the Great Epiphany on Sinai. I don't know why they're not given greater coverage and emphasized more. Predicated on the fact we are a single organism, stretched over a vast but delicate globe. Every cell sharing every breath of air, every sip of water, every microbe, even every bite of knowledge. The first thing we learned from Noah was that of unreligion. See, all religions sprouted from a single seed. They share a single root. Those are the real lessons that Noah received from God. These 7 universal laws, applicable to all, are: embrace the relevance of oneness. Every life on earth breathes with purpose and meaning. And he saw himself and his children as the earth's stewards, having to care for it. Second is, do not profane that oneness in any way. Do not damn or curse the power that conducts the universe, or deny that there is one, because there is. The third, the value of human life cannot be measured. Do not murder. Just as there's only one force behind the universe, this force breathes within every human being. Each of us contains the soul of the universe. This is the divine image of God. Now, the next, how we exploit the resources of our world, as we're told not to eat a limb of a living animal. We cannot eat any animal that still has lifeblood in it. So we have to wait for the symphony of life to unfold in every event, every life, every creature. An infinite light exists, because the truth within each thing is divine. Now, the 5th principle is about respect for the property of others. So do not steal. That includes by diminishing someone else. Make sure the benefits of your life do not come from an unfair advantage or expense of someone else. The 6th principle is about the human libido. There should be no incest, no rape, no adultery. The union of man and woman is a part of a cosmic dance that reflects the union of heaven and earth, spiritual and material, oneness, diversity. The last, the 7th, is that we must ensure there is justice in our world. And so we have established courts of law. No other creature but man requires a court to enforce the law. Everything else knows its place in the universe. Only man can disrupt the nature of things and destroy the order of the planet and put it out of sync. But above all, Noah is the reminder that it's the time to welcome and bless our pets. His story about the animals tells us it's time to bless our animals. So let's welcome those with feet, with fins, with wings, those who slither. Welcome furry ones, scaly ones. Welcome noisy ones, quiet ones. Just as we welcome all humans, we should welcome all not so human. See, my friends, it's not we alone who pray. All things pray. All things pour forth their souls. The heavens pray. The earth prays. Every creature and every living thing prays. In all life, there is a longing. Creation itself is but a longing, a prayer to the Almighty. What are the clouds, the rising, the setting of the sun, the soft radiance of the moon, the gentleness of the night? What are the flashes of the human mind and the storms of the human heart? These are all prayers. Every creature, every living thing has a relationship with God. Today, we give thanks for our animal companions in life. Cats and dogs, horses, birds, bunnies, turtles, fish, so many more. How full life is because we share it with all of our animal friends. Every creature, every living thing, whether their lives have intersected with human life or not, has its own relationship with God. We give thanks for the creatures with whom we share and inhabit the earth. Proverbs 12:10 tells us, a righteous person knows the soul of their animal companion, and I'm sure you all knew and know the souls of yours. Like Peep, Zero, Monty, Wilson, Cassie, Bella, Blizzy, Happy. There's so many more. Blessed are you, Lord our God, who brings animals into our lives that we might learn love. Blessed are you, Lord our God, who knows our lives are so much better because we are together. Blessed are you, Lord our God, who helps us learn how to be better humans by teaching us through our animal companions. Blessed are you, Lord our God, who trusts us to love and care for all of creation. They are our unspoken great friends and supporters, the true envoys of unconditional love. And the lessons we learn from them are innumerable. They remind you not to count life by how many breaths you take, but by what takes your breath away. Just as you must let the abundance of joy and happiness in your life take your breath away. It is our animal friends that tell Noah when it is safe for man to emerge. He releases the raven and then the dove, and it is the dove who returns with the olive branch, which forevermore has stood as a symbol of peace. If dogs run free, then what must be, must be. And that is all. True love can make a blade of grass stand up straight and tall, in harmony with the cosmic sea. True love needs no company. It can cure the soul, it can make it whole. If dogs run free. Now when you think of Noah, you think of Noah's Ark. Famous floating zoo. The animals 2 by 2, the rain, the raven, the dove, the rainbow. That about covers it, doesn't it? All emblems we still see, we still use. But this was 2 different stories woven together, like creation. And it wasn't just the rain, but casements, windows. We see earth was like the objects in a snow globe with water above and water below. We all know the story of Noah, of the ark, or as Devorah will tell you, the Tabah. The box he built, it was no boat. Now that's a word used twice in the Bible, and when a word is used in more than one place, they are connected. And this one's only used twice, and the only other place you find that word is the story of the birth of Moses when placed in a basket and floated down the Nile. Now Moses was placed in a Tabah. Noah and his family and the animals entered a Tabah. No one thinks Moses was in a boat, do they? Think about it. Think about the image and how different it is, and how a box and a boat are not the same. In a boat, you have some control, but in a box, you're at the whim of God. Noah had faith that God would protect. But this is so much more than just a story. Because when Noah comes out, we get the first Thanksgiving sacrifice and prayer. And every morning we rise and give thanks as we recite this prayer. The Modeh Ani, I give thanks. Modeh Ani lefanecha, I give thanks before your face, King, Spirit, living and eternal. You have returned my soul to me with compassion. Abundant is your faithfulness. It's a prayer that speaks to the two-sided relationship between us and our Creator. And as I said, this is really the first true story of faith. Here is this guy in beautiful sunny Sumer, He hears a voice telling him, build a giant box because a flood is coming. And he does. And all the locals come and they make fun and they mock him. They mock his warnings. But you can't please everybody. You can't convince everyone. We all believe what we want to believe. We all face that in our lives. Noah was following the word of God. And the word he heard, we all hear those words, but we don't always trust ourselves as to what we hear. Trust yourself. Trust yourself to know the way that will put you in the end. Trust yourself. Trust yourself to find the path where there is no perfect way. Don't trust me to show you truth. Truth may only be ashes and dust. If you want somebody you can trust. Trust yourself. When you're wrong, you're wrong. You always were. In a land of wolves and thieves. Don't put your hope in ungodly men, or be a slave to what somebody must believe. Friends, turn off the do not disturb button. Learn to trust yourself. Hear the words of God as he talks to you. Because the world is sacred, so is everything in it. Express your gratitude. Light a candle, make a wish, celebrate your life and the lives of those you love, share your feelings with them. Live free, be free, honor your freedom. Be well, be happy, be blessed. Share and honor the light and all who live in the light and continue to shine. Continue to send everybody you know goodwill and love. Pray for peace and freedom for everybody. An end to terror and hatred. Remember, friends, we're a community. We learn together. We celebrate with each other. We love each other. We share this right together, men and women equally. So let's all send out love, not fear. Send out peace, harmony, goodwill. Send out healing to all who need it. And please do learn to forgive. Learn to love. Open your hearts. Honor the relationships of your life. Tell those you love that you love them. Examine your intentions. Use them to imprint your will on the universe. We set in motion all that happens in our lives. It's our intention, our kavana, our cause, our effect. Everything's linked. You always have time to forgive and be forgiven. You have the knowledge of what's good and bad. So acknowledge what you have done wrong to yourself, to God, to any person you've wronged. Ask forgiveness. But always do so with sincerity, accountability, vulnerability. Forgive those who've hurt you as you learn to be forgiving and compassionate. Because the secret of forgiveness, compassion, and peace is in acceptance. Can you accept yourself, other people, the world, just as they are? Can you accept life as it is without trying to control it? If you do, you can experience the peace that acceptance brings. So keep on dreaming, my friends. Keep on being, keep sharing, keep shining, keep teaching. Keep spreading joy and goodwill. Do not follow fear, follow love. It's always in front of you. Work to be present in the body. Expand your heart, quiet your mind. Because the deepest source of real power lies in your consciousness and your ability to be mindful, to be aware, to be present in all of life's circumstances. Love with the heart. Because we're all part of a greater whole. Embrace love, not fear. Forgiveness, not anger. Be there for someone, because someone will always be there for you, whether you know it or not. Continue to explore faith, belief, and what do they mean to you. Never accept shame as a natural state. Whatever you feel others have felt, whatever you've experienced others have too. Because we share together, we learn together, we help each other. We're each of us simply trying to find love and acceptance and support, so we all have or could have that special someone in our lives to find them. Tell them what they mean. You're never alone on your journey. Keep forgiving those you need to forgive. Keep asking forgiveness from those you need to ask forgiveness of. Listen to the voice of God as he, she, it, them, they talks to you. And remember, your connection to God and all he has created, in body and in soul, it's a part of you. It's a part of me. It's a part of all of us forever. And just as a reminder of his word to you, look up at the sky the next time there's a storm, and you will see the covenant he made. Someone long ago. There's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain. sunny day. I know, shining day like one. I want to know, have you ever seen? I want to know, have you ever seen? Coming day on a sunny day. Well, you know you have. I know you've all seen the rain, but you've also seen the sun come out right after, the rainbow, that first covenant between God and man. Thank you for joining me, my friends. Have a great week, and I'll see you all next week when we begin to examine the family of man. Shabbat shalom and blessings to you all. Take care.